Hey guys, my name is Daniel, and I'm here to talk about therapy. Now, I have been in therapy a couple times already. Well, actually, more than a couple times. But in my experience, I am not a therapist, but in my experience, I say that therapy really sucks. Because the weird thing about therapy is that I think therapy is supposed to be like crutches when you break your arm or no, when you break your leg. When you break your leg, you're supposed to have crutches for, let's say, 6 weeks, and then you're supposed to just basically never have to use them again. That's how I see therapy. But I think that if you have to keep going to therapy over and over and over and over and over again, there's an actual problem here. That means most likely it's not working. And that's what I believe. I have studied psychology a lot. I wouldn't say I'm a master of psychology, but I would say I know it pretty well. And from what I've seen and from what I've seen from other people and from just general observing of people and people who go to therapy, I have to say it's not working. Either it's ineffective or just like a scam or something. That's what I think. And this is coming from a person who actually graduated with a bachelor's in psychology. So that's what I think. And um, I I would say I'm pretty wise about things. I know that sounds narcissistic and stuff, but when you have a good amount of people telling you on a regular basis, yeah, you're really smart, you're really smart, you're really smart, even people who just meet you for the first time, then honestly, honest to God, I didn't actually used to think I was very smart, and to an extent, I still don't, because there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. But the way that I look at it is that I believe that I am smarter than the average person, but that doesn't mean that I'm smart. That's like if you have an IQ of 70 versus the rest of the world has an IQ of 60. Well, it's still an IQ of 70, so you're pretty mentally deficient, but that's like what I'm talking about. I think I'm smarter than the majority of people, but I wouldn't say that I'm smart. That's one way that I would use to describe it. Um, so why do people go to therapy? A lot of times, at least from what I've heard, is that a lot of times people are forced to go to therapy, and because they're forced to do something, they're resentful about it, which makes sense. No one wants to be. Well, actually, there are some interesting characters in the world who actually like that type of thing, but most of the people in the world, they don't want to be forced or coerced to do anything. Otherwise, they have like a natural wall or resistance will go up. I would say that we go to therapy for the reason to get better and to feel better and to fix our problems. That's what we got. That's why we go to therapy. And if you have to, and one other reason we can tell that it's definitely not working, because it's kind of like the blind leading the blind in this way, is that, um, if therapy was actually working and helping people, then the world would be a much better place. Because I'm not trying to sound negative, but I think we can all, with the majority of people, agree the world's not a very friendly place. So, and this is me throwing my couple cents in, trying to make it a little bit better by helping people out with their problems. This is me trying to do that type of stuff by imparting knowledge and helping people with their problems and stuff. In case you guys didn't know, I have my own life coaching business, which is basically where I'm helping people with their problems, whatever problem may be. I don't care what the problem is. And I'm trying my hardest because I'm very good at getting into the minds of other people and very good at empathizing with people. In fact, actually, I hate that word empathy. I feel like it's being thrown around way too much now. Like, oh yeah, you got to be more empathetic, or I don't know why. I don't know when it became so mainstream to use the word empathy, but feel that we've kind of overused it. There's too much. I'm not saying there's too much empathy. It's just the use of the word is too much. So, back to topic. Yeah, I have my own business, and basically where my job is to get you in as fast as possible. Well, it's not my job, but my motivation is to get you in as fast as possible and get you the heck out as fast as possible, because I don't want you to be here forever. I don't want that. I want you to genuinely go out, live a better, happier, more fulfilling life, and not have to come see me. Because I mean, that's how, because again, I want the therapy to act, no, not therapy. I want the what we go through together to work so that you can go out and just live a better, more meaningful life. That's what I want. And this isn't free, but I'm not in the business to try and get as much money out of you as possible. That's a lot of therapists, actually. A lot of therapists who just sit there, don't say anything, and then just you go back and you're just like, well, what did I do? I just talked for like 50 minutes about my trauma. Nothing happened. I still have that trauma. It's still there. That's actually another word that gets thrown around a lot, which is trauma. And I don't remember who said this, but it was someone really smart, which basically said something along the lines of, it's not your fault what happened to you, but it's your responsibility to figure out your situation and get out of the things that happened to you, basically. So, I don't know, let's say you grew up overweight or something and you never lost the weight. Well, then let's say that's your family's fault because they overfed you or something. That's their fault. But it's your responsibility now, after you've become conscious of that, to just be like, you know what? I gotta lose that weight. My family messed me up, but I gotta do this because I gotta do this. Anyway, that was just my slight take on therapy. Now, I'm not saying there are no good therapists in the world, but I'm saying a lot of therapists, psychiatrists, psychologists really, really don't know what they're doing, and they're just charging people for money, which is not what I do. Try to actually help you to try to really be an oasis in the desert, basically, and try to actually help you solve things and move on from things. And yeah, so check out some other videos and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.